Hey, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new FIFA 18 Ultimate Team Squad Builder. Now, today we're going to be featuring what I think could possibly be the best value for money and generally like the best FUT swap item on the game. And we'll get to him in a moment. We just need to build the team around him. We start in goal with Ralph Farman, 84 rated, super reliable, all of that stuff. You know the drill by now. And guys, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button on today's video if you're feeling generous. As always, we're aiming towards 1,000 likes. If we can get anywhere near that, I'd be super happy. Thank you very much in advance. But yeah, Ralph Farman in goal. Like, what else are you going to need? He's just Mr. Reliable on FUT 18, and he's always been great because he gets links to certain players, which are very useful. So this is what my back line looks like. This is what my defense looks like today in the 4-3-2-1. We got Wendell. So he is Brazilian, plays for Bayer Leverkusen. Now, this is also a player that you could get for two pink players. You can unlock yourself a better version of Wendell. And I think that may be the sort of thing I end up doing once I get a couple more. It's a good option. We then have Kyle Walker on the right-hand side. Wendell, by the way, would get a nice strong link to the likes of Leon Bailey, who's got an 85 rated, amazing inform, likely to get a TOTS as well. That could be an important one down the line. We've then got John Stones coming in at centre-back. This is from Team of the Group stages, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But 82 rated with 74 pace. Good dribbling for a centre-back, and generally he's alright. And he's got the likes of Jerome Boateng next to him. 88 rated with the 75 pace. His dribbling's not so great, but he's a man mountain. He's got 88 defending. He's got 84 physical. Super strong. And once again, just a great reliable centre-back on FUT. So that's the defence. We now move on into the midfield, and I've got two Prem players to complete that little Prem section, and we're also going to complete the little Bundesliga section here with our other centre midfielder. So we start with Paul Pogba. I love Pogba, and I try to get him into the team whenever, just because he really works on FUT, and he's got the good dribbling. He's really strong as well, holds down that midfield, but he's also got the additional like 5-star skill moves at his disposal, which I find very useful and very fun, especially when you're winning games and you can start to showboat a little bit. We then got FUT birthday David Alaba. Now, I love the position change for this guy. He's someone that I haven't used a whole bunch. Used him for like 30 odd games, but I like him as a midfielder, and I think he does work. He's like Bundesliga's equivalent to an N'Golo Kante, and today I'm using the team of the year because that's the one I've got. You know, I did splash out and get the best one a while back, and I use him whenever I possibly can as well. Any version of N'Golo Kante would work. Any French centre mid from the Prem would work. You could use Bakayoko if you wanted to, and he would just work brilliantly too, I'm sure. And then the front three looks like this. So I start with FUTMAS Alessandrini. If you don't have the FUTMAS version, then obviously just go out and buy the Inform version, because it's got very similar stats. You know, he's got 4-star skills and weak foot. He is the strong link to Zlatan, which I ended up not needing because I've used my Ronaldinho today to just make the team even more fun. This was under the impression that this team could actually change a little bit to the 4-1-2-1-2 in-game, and then having Ronaldinho at cam with Zlatan on the right striker, Alessandrini with his left foot on the left striker. I just figured that would be an amazing trio of players to use, and I wasn't sure who else to use, so well, Ronaldinho fit the bill nicely. And then, of course, the main man, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He is 90 rated. That's the highest rated Zlatan we've got. I do have an 89 rated FUTMAS version, but you know, this is better. 70 pace, 86 dribbling. He's got 86 passing as well. He's also got 85 physical. And then the best bit is he's got 90 shooting. And that is on a 6'5" striker, medium low work rates, right footed with the 4-star skills and weak foot. So the only thing I see as an issue there is the fact that he's got 70 pace. And knowing that I've got like Alessandrini up there, Ronaldinho's rapid as well, Kante, Alaba, they're all really quick players. Like, I shouldn't necessarily need my main striker to be super quick, because he could be like a target man. He could just, I don't know. I try not to use Ibra as a target man because you can, but that's like almost wasting him, because he actually is a very tricky player, and he's someone which is actually like moves with the ball really well, keeps it nice and close to his feet, and is just a bit of a beast, to be honest. Yeah, I always enjoy Zlatan on FIFA, even though he's sort of gone downhill, and I imagine next year he would go downhill a lot further, just because now he actually has moved away from like the Prem to the MLS, which obviously I guess is not considered such a high level league, and with that I feel like another year older and stuff, maybe we completely lose all of the pace that he once had, and dribbling, shooting, physical, all of those stats are going to start to go down. I would estimate that we would get, he's an 88 this year, right? I reckon he'll be like an 85 or an 86 next year. Still kind of usable, but then you're trying to link him to players in the MLS, and that doesn't, there's not the greatest. Luckily, he does have this special Alessandrini on FIFA 18 that you can link him to. And if you don't have the likes of Ronaldinho and you want to put someone else in there, at least with the formation that I've used today, you don't have to have someone on the left forward to get that link to him. He's got the strong link up to the striker. Therefore, he doesn't need anything else. And of course, I've used a couple of French players to get extra chem towards Alessandrini as well. So you can build a team like that. Like the classic meta squad on FIFA, which was the 4-3-2-1. I think like the one that like Nep used in his Road to Glory for ages, which has this is kind of a little bit like that. So I've got like Boateng and I've got Alaba, although he's in a different position. So you could start with like Farman. You could then have Bailly and then Valencia or Aurier or someone, and then Pogba in the right centre mid spot. You could then get Kante out on in the middle, or swap him and Pogba. Vidal in the midfield because you've brought Alaba back to left back, and that's that classic meta. And then you could have whoever you wanted at left forward that would work, and then instead of going like Mbappe, Martial as the left forward striker, you can get Zlatan up there and obviously get that strong link from Alessandrini, and that's going to work out for you. So I think we're now on to the goals that I was able to score with Ibra, and I don't know, Ibra's always a special player. Like I'll always hold him highly in the list of footballers, just because, well, you know, he's an absolute king. He holds himself with such ego and stuff, and it's like a whole part of the story. But I love that. You need people like that in the different industries, like in football. I feel like we need more of that within like gaming and within YouTube. If you have someone that's like super egotistical, plays to this like story, I don't know, sometimes that adds to it. Just thinking for like, I was talking to some pro players about this when I was in Manchester for the event, and it was like, I think there's some people that absolutely hate Kurt, and there's some people that absolutely love Kurt because he plays this character. Well, I think it's a character anyway. But yeah, like I love that about him and about what that brings to the scene and stuff. I wish there was more people like that that were really like outspoken and just like crazy demeanors in the game, and obviously that's what Zlatan is in football. That whole full page spread in the LA Times or whatever it was like, "Dear LA, you're welcome," from Zlatan. I'm sure that was like a marketing stunt by actually LA Galaxy rather than Zlatan himself, but it definitely that's what he represents, you know. I've seen a couple like interviews with him, or like quotes from his interviews that he did when he went on Jimmy Kimmel. Obviously, like he's now on Hollywood TV and stuff, and the crazy ego there is just awesome, and it's probably the best bit about him. Is he coming back for the World Cup? I want to know. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw him tweet that he is likely to be there for the World Cup for the Sweden team, which I think has like there's two sides to this. One, it's great because it'll probably give all the other players a boost to know that they've got the King Zlatan there with him, and I'm sure he could be helpful in the World Cup. But then there's also that side of me which thinks like, he retired a while back. He wasn't a part of the build up to the World Cup. They earned it, and now he comes back. Is that right? Is that wrong? I don't know. But I feel like in general, like getting him with the squad at the World Cup, probably a good idea. Anyway, so we've been rambling on there randomly about different things, but the overall to this video is that this guy's a beast, and I actually really like this 90 rated version, sort of swaying my decision for the Road to Glory account, whether or not we were going to get like Alexis or get Zlatan and a couple of players. The way that he's been performing and scoring goals for me, it seems like that's a really good idea, is to get him, is to then get like Wendell and Keita Balde Diao, because Well, like I said, Wendell's going to link off to like Team of the Season Bailey if he gets one. Team of the Season Fabinho could possibly be a thing with the vote for the community tots. I'm sure he's a player that's probably up there, you know, as one of the highest voted. Therefore, he'll most likely be in. Then I can link Cater to him. I don't know. Seems like there's plenty of different options, and picking out a few different swap players like this are going to be more important than just going for that one very expensive one, because there are actually better versions of Alexis. There's a better version of like Modric, and I don't know, maybe this is the way to go. So I think he could possibly be known as like the best value, the best FUT swap player to get. Guys, Zlatan, have you used him? What do you think of him? Let me know down below in the comment section. Have a great day. Smash a thumbs up on the video. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. Peace.